Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of June, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Pisces, if this reading resonates and you want a personal, all the info is in the description box below. And of course, if you want to say thank you for all these readings, your girl loves coffee. Donation link is also below. And lastly, if you enjoy these readings and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday only to my email list subscribers. You cannot get these readings anywhere else. Okay, Pisces, main energy for the reading is the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you get the Eight of Cups. There's a soul connection that you are dealing with here. You and this person have really beautiful memories, right? And it's a very, very deep connection, but there's also this level of emotional detachment, like an emotional disconnect showing up here within this soul connection. Those two usually don't go together, so I'm wondering why that's showing up. Your person can be any sign. The main one that I'm seeing is Cancer, but obviously they can be any sign. In the recent past, you get the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You're essentially showing me that you're walking away from resistance. You were, in the recent past, you were very frustrated. You were kind of like at your wit's end when it comes to your singlehood. So when I say singlehood, I mean like your own internal stability. You being able to stand on your own 2 feet, take care of your needs, meet your needs, all of that. That could be financial, emotional, whatever, right? And I see that in the recent past, you were really kind of at like your wit's end when it comes to that. But what's beautiful is you're moving past that. You're moving past the frustration, past the annoyance, past the difficulties in that regard, and you're moving in a much more positive direction. I'm going to clarify this and see in a minute what that is. In the current situation, you get the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Swords. You're trying to decide, and I say decide because you're literally showing me like thinking about this. I'm trying to really put my thinking hat on and think about this. You're trying to decide whether or not you want to end something. The thing is, you're showing me like, I don't know. And I'm putting that in air quotes because to me as a reader, the Two of Swords is not, I don't know, like for real, I don't know. It's more so like, I don't know because I don't really want to make a decision right now for fill in the blank reason, right? So you're keeping yourself stuck in this like, I don't know position because it serves a certain purpose for you. And we're going to see why that is because the Ten of Swords is not a comfortable energy. I don't know anybody that would want to sit in this energy. But you're also kind of like not taking action one way or the other. In the near future, you get the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the King of Cups. And this is you. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're very, very unhappy because there's a lot of woulda, shoulda, coulda energy showing up. You keep looking back at the past, and I don't know if it's like, oh, I wish, I handled this connection better, or I wish I would have ended this sooner. I'm not really sure what this woulda, shoulda, coulda energy is for you in the near future, but it's definitely showing up here for you. And you're kind of like bummed out that you didn't do something about this sooner. Let's see, you're being very vague, Pisces, and you're usually not this vague. So let's start off by clarifying the Six of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading. Six of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups, which is you. Here's the thing. You are really, really stressing out here. You're stressing out about the soul connection and what to do about it. You want to walk away. You feel like you want to walk away, Pisces. You're showing it to me here. You're showing it to me with the Ten of Swords in the current situation. You want to walk away. That's kind of where your gut, your intuition, your emotion is pulling you. But along with walking away, there's also a lot of stress and anxiety. It's not an easy decision, right? Look at these cards. They're both kind of turquoise green. It's not an easy decision to just up and walk away and leave this soul connection. And that's why you're showing me I need to think about it. I need to literally like evaluate and assess and like look at everything, like making charts in my head and really looking at every single aspect of this to make sure that I'm making like the right decision. It doesn't matter what the right decision is. You know that intuitively you're being pulled in the direction of let's walk away, let me end this, let's walk away. You're stressing out about that though, which to me is letting me know I can understand that's not an easy decision, but the way you're kind of like, I guess, procrastinating or like taking more time for yourself is by like, oh, I need to think about it. I need to think about it. Now I also understand why you're showing me the Two of Swords. You don't need to think about it. You know what you want to do, right? But there's a lot of difficulties that come along with doing what you want to do. And that's why you're kind of stalling here. Let's take a look at the recent past. Going to clarify the Nine of Wands. Oh, okay. Give me 2 more, please. Nine of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, you get the Eight of Cups, which you also got at the bottom of the deck here. You're tapped out. You're checked out, Pisces. You're not in this. Like, even in the recent past, you are not emotionally in this anymore. You're showing me, like, I'm at my wit's end. Like, I am this close to just ending it, to just walking away. But you keep trying to, like, get a grip. You're like, no, no, no. Wait a minute. Think about it. You know, like, make sure you're making the right decision. Make sure that this decision is not like an emotional thing. Make sure that you're in control when you're making this decision. Emotionally, you're not. You're checked out. You have no feelings. You're not emotionally involved. Like, you don't feel any emotional attachment, connection to this person. Even with the Hermit, you're showing me, like, deep down, I know that this is over, right? I could drag it out a little bit longer. I'm like this close. I could drag it out a few more weeks, a few more months, but like, I know deep down it's done. Like, it's over as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how your person feels, but you, even in the recent past, you're like, my heart's just not in this anymore. Let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles in the recent past. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Magician. You don't want to be done, right? Like, you're showing me, as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm single, right? I'm single. Even if you are still in a relationship with this person or not, that doesn't matter. You're showing me, like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm single. Do I want to be single? No. You're still manifesting something completely different here. You're showing me, like, this person, as far as I'm concerned, they are still amazing. They are still incredible. They are still, like, all that in a bag of chips, right? And you, more than anything, want to get back to this place where you value them that way, where you feel that way, where you and this person have this, like, beautiful flow of energy and beautiful exchange of energy. Because when things were good with you and this person at some point, they were really, really good. Like, not only here in the 3D world was there this beautiful flow of energy, this person was literally, like, the person for you. And you're showing me, like, that's what I want. That's what I want to feel. But because you want it, you're letting me know you don't have it. You don't feel that way about that person anymore, right? And again, with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, sometimes maybe you do, right? Like, sometimes maybe you get little glimpses of, like, how you used to feel for them or what they used to mean for you. But you're literally showing me, like, I'm checked out. I'm emotionally checked out. Like, my heart's not in this. I don't know what this person did to get you to lose these feelings, but you're just not in it anymore. Let's take a look at the Chariot in the recent past. Chariot's clarified by the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. Bottom of the deck, you get the Six of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading. You want to move in the direction of love. You, more than anything, know exactly what you want. You're showing me, like, the Star, the Magician. These are cards of, like, your higher self manifesting and desiring and yearning for something here. And what you want is very, very simple. You're literally showing me, I want a deep soul connection. I want the Lovers. I don't want just somebody that I'm like, hey, I like you, you like me, you're fine, you check a box. No. You want that deep, emotional, like, overwhelmingly positive, emotional soul connection. And you want emotional fulfillment too. You want to feel emotionally balanced in this connection. You want to feel like your emotional cup is full and overflowing. Not just, yeah, this is fine, right? And you're showing me that's the direction that I want to move in. That's what I want. Now, whether or not you want it with this person or with somebody new, I don't know. That's going to be different for each of you, right? But you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what direction you want to move in. So why this emotional disconnect in the recent past? What happened? Let's look at the current situation. I'm going to clarify the King of Swords for you in the current situation. King of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you get the Knight of Swords. So here's the thing. You're essentially telling yourself, look, we can work through this, right? We can work through this. Yes, things happened. Yes, you know, you walked away, I abandoned you abandoned you, yada, yada. Whatever these difficult energies are or were, we can work through them, right? And this is pain. This is legit, like, abandonment pain. We can work through that, okay? And you're showing me we can rebuild this connection, we can rebuild the foundation, you know, you give a little, I'll give a little, we can reestablish this, we can get back to a good place. And to that, Pisces, I say BS. BS, you're lying to yourself because you're showing me the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Your heart is not in it. It's not in it. You literally, I don't know if you're telling this person, like giving them lip service, or if you're just kind of like, telling them what you think they want to hear. Or maybe you're trying to convince yourself. I don't know. But either way, you're full of it. Your heart's not in it. You don't want to do any of these things. Maybe you think it's like the logical thing to do, right? It's the rational thing to do. We need to try for whatever reason. You don't want this. You don't want it. You're not in it. You're not invested in it. You're doing all the things, right? You're taking all the actions, but your heart's not in it. Maybe you're going to counseling. Maybe you guys are trying to communicate more. Maybe, I don't know what it is you're trying to do. You're going through the motions. There's no gusto there. You couldn't give less of a beep, if you get my drift. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the current situation. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Cups. You get the King of Cups again in the near future. Bottom of the deck, you get the Knight of Swords again. You want to end this. The only thing on your mind, literally, the only thing you think about every day, morning, night, I go to sleep, I wake up, let's end this, let's end this. This is over, this is done, let's end this, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, right? But you also keep trying to keep that at bay. You keep trying to suppress that feeling. It's like your brain, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, it's like it's done, it's over, Pisces, end it, walk away. And you're like, no, 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 no. We're going to try, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I need to think about it some more, yada, yada, yada. Deep down, you're done. You're done. Like the title of this reading should literally be you're done. Like you don't want this. I can see that you don't want this. You can see that you don't want this, but you're not doing anything about it. You're stopping yourself. You're actually like resisting you telling yourself that you don't want this. It's like, yummy. I love Brussels sprouts. No, you don't. You don't like Brussels sprouts. Nobody likes Brussels sprouts. Okay, maybe kale, right? Yummy. I love raw kale. Nobody loves raw kale. Nobody loves raw kale. And you're force feeding yourself raw kale right now. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in the current situation. Two of Swords is clarified by the Judgment, the Six of Cups, and the Hierophant. Two of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. I can understand why you're so confused, because you're showing me like at some point this was a soul connection, both in the 5D and in the 3D, right? Some of you may have been married. For those of you that weren't actually married on paper, it doesn't matter, right? Like you felt that deep connection, and you're showing me like at one point I felt like this. I felt the Hierophant. I felt the Six of Cups. Like I'm aware of all these things. I felt these things. What happened? Now I understand why you're not like taking action, right? Because you're genuinely confused. You're like, I felt so deeply about this person and this connection at some point. It was literally amazing. Pink. It was like all the beautiful energies. What happened? Where did it go? You're trying to understand, like, can I actually revive this, or is it like actually done? Now I understand why you're so confused. Okay, I get it. You're like, I used to love kale at one point. Why do I suddenly not care about kale anymore? Let's take a look at the Four of Cups in the near future. Four of Cups, okay, I only take 3 cards, 4 came out. Four of Cups is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. You're essentially showing me I'm moving very, very slowly, right? You still have hope, Wheel of Fortune, that things will turn around. Now, you have this hope, and you're literally showing me, like, let's take things slow. I don't want to rush into anything. I don't want to rush into ending this. I don't want to rush into, like, trying to fix this. You're really trying to be level-headed about this, which I appreciate, because you're literally showing me, I don't know. I don't know if we can work through this. I don't know if we can get back to these positive energies. Sometimes you feel very, very confident, like, yeah, we'll be able to make it work. We'll be able to move through this. We'll be able to get back to this positive energy. All will be well. Other times, not so much. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, this is not going to work. We're not going to turn things around. But again, it's like 50-50. Like sometimes you feel very, very confident, like we could actually get back to these beautiful energies that I want. Other times you're like, nah, this is done. This is over. So it's really just dependent on the day here, which I think in the near future even further adds to your confusion about like, do I end this? Am I actually over it? Or can we get back to me feeling like this is a soul connection, which is what you're hoping to have happen. Let's take a look at the Five of Cups in the near future. Five of Cups is clarified by the Four of Wands, Four of Cups, which you just got, and the Wheel of Fortune. You keep looking back at the past. You're reminiscing a lot. And you're showing me like in the past, this was such a deep bond. This was such a deep connection, right? How have we gotten to this place where things took a complete 180? Like this is such a beautiful energy, right? This is such a deep, amazing connection. How did we go from this to where we are now, where I'm emotionally detached and I'm emotionally disconnected and I'm just unhappy and I don't care? And you're showing me the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You may have actually communicated this to your person where you're like, hey, what happened? Like, where did things go wrong? How did things go south? Like, where did this go, right? If not to your person, you're definitely talking to somebody about this in the near future, trying to like find answers, trying to figure out like, what happened? Let's take a look at the King of Cups in the near future. King of Cups is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So you're essentially showing me, oh, and you get the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're essentially showing me I'm not taking action one way or the other. You know, regardless of anything, that you and this person are still in a connection. You're still in a relationship. And you're showing me it's easier for me to just stay put the way I am right now than to take any action. Now, you're not 100% confident in this decision, right? Because remember, sometimes you feel confident about it. Other times you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And so you're not 100% confident in this decision. You are kind of doubting and questioning yourself. Like, am I making the right decision by staying when I have no emotional investment here? But this is all happening internally for you. Externally, you're staying put. You're not walking away. You're not ending this, even though you are still very much experiencing this emotional disconnect from this person. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Pisces. From the universe, you get the Ten of Cups, the Empress, and the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the Strength. You are going through a difficult period with this person. But what's holding you on, like what's keeping you going is that at some point this person was the person for you. The person for you. And you were so happy with them, right? And you're showing me, I want to heal. I have the belief that we can heal this and we can get back to this period where the energies were beautiful and I value them and they are the person for me and they do make me happy. So I don't know what exactly happened between you and this person that caused you to like emotionally detach and disconnect the way you are right now. But it seems like it wasn't always like this and you genuinely have this belief of like we can get back to the good times. Which is very beautiful because most people are just like, hey, you know what, I'm done, like I'm not feeling it, and they jump ship. And you're like, no, I value you enough to try to really work through this. But that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.